Okay, so let's try to review Witchy. We are in the end of July 2018, so we are somewhere in chapter 5.
Yeah.
Which means we are gonna spoil
until
about everything up until somewhere in chapter 5.
Yeah. Let's maybe start by talking about the story and
the universe in general.
Yeah, I really think there's a really great world building.
I think it's one of the biggest strengths of the comic.
Yeah, like we can feel that she really thought about everything in that universe. Like everything fits together, the political stuff and the magic.
And also the mundane stuff, because sometimes it feels like the author really puts everything into the political and visual, and then the mundane stuff gets a bit on the side, and here we see that the magic is used for a lot of mundane things. Everything from the buildings to the different objects and everything shows that there is a soul. It shows that it's not just a concept, and the whole thing is coming together as something united, and that makes sense.
Yeah,
much more than what I'm saying actually. Sorry.
I really like that there is a basic concept about the hair length. There are a lot of stories about magic, but just that tiny detail makes it really new.
Yeah.
You know, I've never read a story with the magic power being like related to hair length and stuff like that, and it's like just one tiny idea, but it makes it really original. Yeah.
And it must have been a difficult choice to make, because that means that all the characters must have long hair, and relatively long hair,
except Nene, because
yes, but
sometimes we can see her.
But I'm just talking on a character design point of view.
Yeah, it makes it like more challenging to make really different character designs. I think she actually succeeded
really well
with that.
And as for the story in itself, a good point is that at the beginning she spared us the big wall of text about her universe. So we jump right into it, and it's
really fluid. The universe is complex, but it's explained by the action of the characters, and not with the big text.
Well, there is a point when she arrives at the sanctuary, where there are a lot of explanations in the dialogues. And there's a rebellion and blah blah blah, and that was a bit heavier, but
but it can be explained by the fact that she never knew about that place, and like it made sense in the story. Like it's not.
It was a bit heavier to read, but it wasn't a fault of storytelling, I think.
Yeah. I also really like the rhythm in general. Most of the time something is happening, and it's like you want to know what's next. There is maybe at the beginning at the sanctuary, but I don't think there's a lot of done.
It's funny because you use that as an example of a good point, but I would be a bit more... I think it's a bit of a downside for me, because I really like when the story takes its time to... Like at the beginning, we jump right into it, and bam, bam, it's the day of the conscription, and I would have liked a bit more time with her mom, for example, or just to set things like we know they love each other and everything, but I don't know, just a bit more downtime to take the world in and appreciate everything. And it would have been even more powerful, I think, because what's really well done, actually, but could have been empowered by that, is the fact that it's not really a dictatorship where everyone is like, I hate the government, but I can't do anything about it. Most of them really like the way the things are without realizing the bad stuff. So maybe spend a bit more time in this really peaceful and beautiful environment with happy people before delving a bit deeper into the dark part of this society would have been slightly more powerful, because we would have regretted her old life with her, when everything goes down the drain.
Maybe I think it would have worked for I don't know, maybe a different format. The thing is, with webcomics, I think it's hard to make something that is really slow with a lot of slow world building and stuff like that, because people are used to read it fast, like on their computer or mobile phone, and the fact that you have to put like 1 or 2 pages by week, usually if the length is too long, maybe people will
just for
stop.
The
for the format, and
so not even for the format, for like right now, but if you just consider it, like imagine really 10 years later you find the comic and you read it all in one go, this kind of arguments doesn't work. You don't care about updating.
Sure, but the thing is, most people read it like 1 week to another. So I don't know.
I don't think she takes that into account. Like her story really flows fluidly, and I don't think she really thinks about what's on her page for the update. Like, I want them to feel fulfilled by this update or anything. It doesn't feel that way. So I don't think she thinks about that at all.
But I don't know. I think maybe it was unconscious, but it works probably better that way for a webcomic than if it was slower. Mm-hmm. Even if the rhythm is always pretty high, you can still feel the intensity of the some moments that are more intense than other. Yeah, it's just my opinion.
It's just our opinion from A to Z on this review. Yeah. I'm not sure about Nene's goals right now. Like, does she want to run away, or I'm not sure. Like, why didn't she stay longer at the sanctuary? Because it's not as if she was like, I have to find this person or go to this particular place for a quest or anything. She's like, she doesn't really have any obligation, and I'm not sure of some of her choices. So this really quick rhythm isn't as justified as I would have liked.
I can see what you're talking about. But for me, it's more a problem with the character than the story. I don't know. But maybe it's a whole. Actually, it's like my only down point. With that comic is for now, because I think she is gonna evolve a lot, but for now Nene is actually not my favorite character, because it's hard to understand what she wants, and we can understand where she's coming from, with her father's death. She had to hide herself for a big part of her life, but she seems like not really interested by anything, and she had several opportunities along the way to do something about the kingdom, at least at a little bit. Like, she come in contact with the resistance and stuff like that, but she's like, no, I don't want to take part in that, I just want to run away. But
we're like, we don't have a plan B. What are you gonna do? Actually, stay under the rain until the witch god finds you?
Like, I can understand she doesn't want to be part of the resistance or do anything, because she's just fed up with that. But like, she could say, I heard about that place where I could live a quiet life and do that.
But that's the sanctuary.
In the sanctuary, she had actually the choice to just have a simple life, and she wasn't forced to join the resistance. She could,
and she wasn't really putting anyone into danger, because it was really well hidden, and it's already in danger just by existing. We know she's gonna go from point A to point B in her character development, but as for point A, part of her is saying, I'm a coward, I don't want to have anything to do with the resistance or anything, and part of her is like, I've been fighting my whole life against this society, I have very strong principles and stuff like that. So it's confusing for me at that point. And like, her decision to cut her hair, I'm a bit confused about that too, because when you jump into a whole new universe, you have to be pretty clear about the rules. You can't just say magic can do everything, so you have to know the limits, and here it's not really clear. So when she cuts her hair, I'm like, alright, did she lose all her magic? Apparently not. What's happening? Alright, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure why didn't she cut her hair
just a bit shorter.
just to keep enough to be a bit less of a sitting duck.
But I think it might be explained later. My guess on that, it doesn't explain why she didn't cut it just a little bit shorter, but the fact that she didn't cut it before that point, I think it's because it's a huge taboo. Also, I think the fact that she still had a bit of power maybe will be explained later as
she does have her bangs.
Yeah, but I think maybe the hair length thing could be like, I don't know, it's just a theory, but it could be part of the propaganda, I don't know. So maybe it's not as important.
I think it's true, but it's not as simple as that.
Yeah.
Because apparently, since she's cut them, she's lost a lot of her power.
Yeah.
So it must
but
be.
She still had some when she needed to be protected.
Yeah, but there is something to do with her father's dagger as a scope or something.
Yeah.
We don't know much about that yet, but we've got theories.
There's a lot of other characters.
Your favorite one is Priel, isn't it?
Yeah, actually Priel is my favorite character. Yeah, at first.
She's a pain in the...
Yeah. But she's actually really more profound than that, and she has a pretty cool backstory. For now, we don't know a lot of things about her, but we know enough to empathize with her. The fact that she's a trans girl and that her parents,
tribe,
her tribe, whole family, I don't know, are really against it. And the fact that she, from the beginning, we know that she's really obsessed with being part of the Witch Guard. And at first it seemed like a bit superficial. But we understand that it's her only way to get away from her family and make a life for herself.
The only downside I see to that is not her in particular, but her relationship with Nene. It's not very clear, because at the beginning we're like, alright, she's a bully and Nene doesn't like her, and then it seems like they're kind of a trio with Batu.
Batu,
and it seems obvious that Batu likes Priel, he's fine with her, there's no problem, even though she's bullying Nene. And then when Nene showed them the truth about her hair, I was like, alright, you're just showing a way for your bully to just end your life, actually, because that's really serious. Are they friends or are they not? I wasn't sure about that.
I think Priel and Nene doesn't like each other, but they have Batu in common as a friend. So it's just the link between them. They're both.
But could you be friends with someone who's bullying you or the friend? That's weird.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the bullying wasn't that obvious and awful.
A difference of opinion that gets a bit strong from time to time.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that was a small point. Their relationship is kind of great, because they seem to end up understanding each other right at the moment where they won't see each other anymore. Priel and Nene and well, that's something else with Priel, because I thought she was going to be used as, that character who's she really wants to be part of the Witch Guard, and then she gets in, and it could have been she would keep disliking Nene and trying to turn her in at first, and then change her mind, and it could have been that kind of development. That's what I was.
It could still happen in the future, but because now she's happy, but she will understand little by little that the Witch Guard is not as good as she thought. So maybe that will be her character evolution.
A character I really like is Banana.
Oh,
because
yeah!
I think he really brings the kind of rhythm breaker I was waiting for. It's not just a comic relief, because he really has his importance. It's not just a secondary character that's just here to pop up when we need a good laugh. And he just makes things a bit less dramatic. and gives more humanity to Nene and brings out her sarcasm and all her potential as a really great character.
I feel that he will have a backstory at some point.
Yeah, I was wondering.
It's really mysterious, like why suddenly a lone crow would try to defeat the kingdom and like.
Yeah, definitely, and also apparently talking ravens. Talking ravens aren't that common.
Yeah.
But the eagle or falcon or I don't know the big villain's bird is talking too, and he calls him father. So I was wondering if maybe it wasn't a magical a witch that transformed themselves into a bird. So maybe the raven isn't really a raven or has been transformed because of a curse, or he's transforming to hide himself or something, and maybe will reveal himself as a
handsome prince.
Or maybe not.
Maybe the
rebel prince.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Batu.
Batu is nice.
He's a nice guy. That's so fun. Huh?
Well, no, he's part of the rebellion.
Yeah. That's actually that was a pretty cool plot twist, because even when we know that his sister is like the head of the rebellion, at first we didn't know if he was a part of it, and like he just talked about that like very randomly.
No, that was Nene that was being really reckless. It was like, about the secret rebellion.
Yeah.
What is your position about it?
Yeah, it was like.
What if he was like, no, I'm really against.
Yeah, I think it makes him into a deeper character, and like he seems interesting. Yeah,
the villain seems cool. I'm not sure. It's not really caricatural, though. He doesn't seem to have a nicer side. Like, except for the one he uses as a mask for the population. But when we hear about Io's depiction of him, is like a bit power hungry and doesn't even believe really in the spirit bullshit.
He's just bullshitting everybody. But I don't remember if it was Io who said that, but. Apparently, he still made some good stuff because
that's Nene who says that.
Because he stopped the witch burning. So he actually made a good change.
That's true, and he didn't kill Veda, Nineve's mother.
Yeah,
that's Veda.
I don't remember.
So
maybe he wants to keep her for something. I don't know.
How ominous.
No, I didn't mean in that way. It will be interesting to learn why he stopped the witch burning. I think there is still something that we don't know about, like witch burning. Like,
well, it's obviously not as simple as just you've got long hair, so you immediately get sentenced to death. It must be like you are given a choice, and if you refuse it, you are considered an enemy or something.
Yeah.
As we said earlier, the character designs are a success, I think, according to us.
Every character has a really different face and
silhouette, despite the long hair.
There's a lot of diversity in the characters, a lot of different skin colors and types of hairs and hair. Also, the world they are in is really like
breathtaking. Yeah, it's not only breathtaking, like technically it's so beautiful. It's also like the ambience and everything, and the way Ariel plays with the colors. Like even in the same scene. Like this scene where she's fighting with Io, and her dress, her whole color keeps changing from red to blue, and it just fits so well. Every movement, every ambience and everything. Like, I'm just and I like the way she draws the lines, because like when there is a fast movement or a blur or anything, it's not just blur lines above the drawing. It's like when they're speeding through the forest and everything, and the lines become all.
Like it feels like she's like drawing faster when it's faster in the scene.
She is from an animation background apparently, which really. It goes into the way she draws. It shows, it really shows in the way she draws the character and the movements, the action and the shots and different angles.
It's really dynamic. Actually, we didn't talk about the progress because I've reread the whole comic like yesterday,
this morning,
and I didn't remember that how much the style got better. Like it was really great at first, but we can see from the beginning to the last pages.
Well, it has been 3.5 years.
So I don't know. I prefer now. It's a simpler style with less systematic shadows, but it's more graphic and it works really.
It's more efficient and it shows that technically she grew a lot.
Yeah.
So right now when she just left the sanctuary and discovered that she was on every wanted poster on the next town, and she met with Pril and Batu. So what do you think is gonna happen from there?
I don't know. I would like to see a bit more of Pril and Batu's life in the Witch Guard. Mm-hmm. Like for me, like I would have liked a bit more scenes in the school when they were at school. So for now, I feel like it would be cool to have the same kind of stuff that I would have wanted in the school, but with the Witch Guard, like everyday life and what they are supposed to do there and how it is, and maybe starting to see the dark side of the Witch Guard.
Well, I am hoping that Nene's gonna have a breakthrough or something, and that's just gonna decide what she's gonna actually do. There's also her mom. I don't know what she's gonna do. Now she's stuck at home, but she might not stay that way.
I hope she could escape. Maybe we will know more about the prince, the rebel prince.
The Raven.
Maybe.
If we're wrong, this is gonna sound so ridiculous a few years from now, but so if he's actually the rebel prince, I say kudos to him for choosing a name like Banana.
Yeah. Maybe it was like his nickname as a prince.
I don't know, because he seems pretty ashamed of it. He's like, I'm the defender of things.
Or maybe he has been cursed to be a raven, and also he can't say
he's forced to say that his real name is Banana. And I feel like we're forgetting the Who's That Again challenge. Okay, you go first.
Hey! I have Pril.
And I've got Nene. Okay. Girls battle. 1 minute. Okay. Seriously? Should have put 2 minutes.
I'm cheating, I know.
Again.
It's so full.
She looks like Jasmine from Aladdin.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about yourself?
I'm sorry.
Let's just not determine a winner and say we're both losers and leave it at that. So that's it for the review, I guess.
Yeah.
We're pretty pumped up for the rest.
Yeah,
and I hope you are too.
Yeah, we really want to know what's next. Yeah.
I can't wait for it to come into a paperback version.
So that's really great.
That's one of the stories you really want to have in paper because of all the colors and everything. Yeah. It's such a shame to read it on a screen, I guess. Anyway,
see you at the next review. And this time, let's hope that it won't be in another year.
We'll see with my hair length, because I'm actually magically more powerful than you are right now.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty great about
But
that.
mine are blue, so maybe it's another kind of magic.
Nah, it's not. Bye.
There is an official website, which is... Le montage va être atroce.